Yes, everybody, it is time. It begins. The Weeknd's first single from new album Hurry Up Tomorrow is here. The new video is here. The track is called Dancing in the Flames. Now, obviously, I have heard the song because I reacted to the Sao Paulo concert, the amazing Sao Paulo concert. So I have heard it, but I've not, of course, gone in depth, which is what I'm going to do here, man. I don't normally say this at the beginning of a video, but make sure you're subscribed if you're not yet, because we're in for a journey. And during that journey, we're going to cross 500,000 subscribers. I'd love to have you along for it. Now, let's go. Dude, I'm genuinely so excited. Now, we know this is shot on iPhone 16. Do a new phone, actually. The verse melody is absolutely gorgeous. The chorus melody is super catchy in a way that, much like a Blinding Lights, I just think was going to get better and better and better and more enduring over time. Now, something that I said already briefly on my first reaction from the Sao Paulo concert is this song and this sound extremely reminiscent of like British New Wave, but specifically British 80s synth-based pop music, the music that was playing in the atmosphere, in the universe when I was a very young kid. I'm talking about groups like Erasure. If you've not listened to Erasure, you'll know some of their songs, some of the most enduring pop songs of all time. Groups like the Human League, beautiful, truly beautiful melodic pop music that is driven by synths. Now, I know some people will be clamoring for Abel's music to still sound like it used to back 10 plus years ago, but that is not where he is in his life right now. We need to take it all the way back. I'm going to say something controversial though. I don't think it looks that great. Like, it's shot on a phone and it looks like it's shot on a phone. I think they've done a great job considering, but love's beyond the pain. Dude, the harmonies. Now this video obviously has, oh shit. What time to pause it? Oh, is Abel going to die in his music video? There's a surprise. This music video has its own sound effects, which is slightly unusual. I'm glad this isn't the very first time I heard the song, because it was obviously coloring the actual the sonosphere of the track. You know, there's lightning, there's rain going on, there's car sound effects, which I assume aren't in the normal version. Right. So he's clearly about to crash. It still kind of looks like it was shot on a phone, but it is very impressive to be shot on a phone. I will say that. All right, here we go. Like in the, I don't know, in this limbo state between life and death at this point, which is so much thematically what is going on in what I assume is going to be going on in this album, but of course in the trilogy already, in After Hours and Dawn FM. And this is sort of put into his like a sort of very literal version of this in the video. And yet, yeah, he still has the composure to come back in. I love it. Drops into a little halftime in the beat. Bro. That synth line is just too good. It's too good. It starts gnawing at your fucking heartstrings after a little while. And I can just sit here with my eyes shut, which is not really what you're supposed to do when you're reacting to a music video, but it's what I'll do listening to the song later. And honestly, it just puts me into a place like, it does sound like it's plucked to a point from my young childhood. And there were songs like that on Dawn FM as well, less so after hours, Gasoline being one of them. But here we have a radio smash. A huge, huge pop record. But it has that it just has that emotional resonance. Plus the lyrics are really, really, really good. Let's dive into them a little bit. When we're switching lanes, I can't wait to see your face. Crash when we're switching lanes. My love's beyond the pain. But if I miss the break, we're dancing in the flames. It's indescribable, almost like. So if we're just talking about it being like a relationship song, and there's so much more going on to this music as we've seen from the concert. There's so much more going on, and it's actually coloured the meaning. So if we're just talking about it as a relationship though, my love's beyond the pain, but if I miss the break, we're dancing in the flames. Like he's prepared to go beyond the point of, he knows there's potential damage, there's potential risk, there's potential destruction, but he kind of wants to see where it's going to go. So if he misses the break, he doesn't hold back. We're dancing in the flames, but what does that actually mean? We're dancing in the flames. But also everything about this trilogy and this record, clearly, I mean, it's clear, it's obvious. You just have to watch the Sao Paulo show to see it. Is obviously there's deep religious connotations here, deep religious messaging here. And obviously dancing in the flames is potential imagery of being in hell. But the dancing part, I don't know yet. Maybe I'll need more of the context of the whole record to really get into it. But for a pop song that would be typically a pop song with this type of melody would particularly just be a love song. Breaking up or falling in love, or it's normally one of those two things. Like think of every pop song. They're one of those two things. Falling in love or breaking up. This is kind of that, but listen to the lyrics. I mean, these aren't normal, oh, let's fall in love lyrics, are they? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Listen, it's going to be a long video. We've got all the time. The video goes between looking amazing in the super high detail and not that good. Hey, do you know what though? Probably, if I didn't know it was shot on iPhone, I would have never even thought about it for 1 second.
Fire's raging, but you're so beautiful and it's amazing, 'cause I can taste it, our final odyssey. I can't wait to see your face.
Here he is running to the light. There's so much going on here in terms of the symbolism in the video, the symbolism in the record. I think it's going to need the context of the rest of the album to really go into, but I spoke about this very briefly on the Sao Paulo reaction. I've been just going through some stuff, some personal stuff. I've had a very, very tough couple of months, and it's not anything external that's happened. But if you know me, and I've spoken about it before, interestingly, Abel spoke about it himself in the interview not long ago, last week. I really, really have a lot of struggle with physical anxiety, and I've been on medication and off medication, all sorts of stuff. And the last couple of months has been very, very difficult and continues to be, even as close as yesterday. But we're working through it. working through it. It's just something that is a part of me. And there's something about the messaging in this album which feels particularly close to home in a way that it's not even something that I can describe logically in terms of just like pure breaking down the words. And it's a feeling. And it's accompanied by visuals and then all sorts of other stuff going on. But there are moments in amongst the difficulties that I've been going through where there's like a clarity on the other side of it, like a beauty, like a genuine feeling of self. And when I feel that, when I am in that mode, I'm not religious, I don't think, but I'm seeing things and feeling things I didn't really ever consider before in my younger years. And then the timing of this album and the messaging and the visuals and the sonics, plus what he said, it feels like a beautiful synchronicity to it. So it's almost like I just have to keep going through this, what I'm going through at the moment, and to figure it out, to navigate it, because what's on the other side is beautiful. This is a pop song with a beautiful melody that reminds me of songs from when I was a little kid, but also when the time when I was a little kid was the last time I probably felt that same sense of freeing sense of self. And maybe that's a false memory, I don't know. So there's a lot going on here for me, and I just want to be open and share with you, because if nothing else, isn't the music that we love and the artists that we love about feeling, about emotion and stuff that we can't even necessarily put into words, especially immediately? And should we not share that? I think we often do share it and we don't know how to put it in words, we just feel it together. The two trees, and there's sun in that sun. Listen. I don't know from this first listen, so it's your job in the comments now. Your job in the comments, what's going on here, because that is not by accident, right? We might not know until the album comes out. There might be something clearly religious that I'm missing just from a lack of knowledge. Interpretations and understanding of that shot, whole video of that shot in particular. The ambulance and it was just an ambulance light, but it wasn't though, was it? It wasn't though, was it? Stunning, man. I just love it. I love it. And do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if it goes on, like Blinding Lights on After Hours, to be one of my least favourite songs on the record. Love Blinding Lights, but I would put it pretty low down the list on all my favourite songs on that album. Wouldn't surprise me if that's the same with this one, although there's something else going on there that I can't quite describe, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me. There's so many of you have reached out and been very kind about what I said on the Sao Paulo one, but I just wanted to go into a little bit more detail, just to, to be fair to you guys. But also when I've spoken about this stuff in the past, relatively recently, which I've always been a bit scared to do, so many people reached out and said that they felt the same, and they really appreciated me talking about it because it allowed them to feel what they feel, or just own how they've been feeling and what they go through as well, without a sense of shame, because so much shame is wrapped in and around it. Anyway, we're here at the beginning of this journey for this record. This channel has been ultimately, among many other things, but it has been about the journey of me listening to The Weeknd's music with you, with him, bizarrely. And now we get to experience that together once again as it happens. And that's so beautiful. So like I said at the beginning, if you're not yet, I would encourage you to subscribe, because it's going to be really beautiful crossing that 500,000 during this period, which will happen. And we'll see you on the next moment, whatever it is, whether it's the album, another single. I don't know. But I'll see you there. Peace.